Okay, imagine this. You and your family are sitting in your living room and everyone's doing something like reading a book, checking their emails, or reading the newspaper. And your phone's sitting right next to you. Do you go on your phone? Or what if you're out to dinner with your friends and another friend Snapchats you? Do you go on your phone? Or what if you're just simply in the car with your parents? Do you go on your phone? Our generation has such an urge to use technology or go on the internet whenever we want to see what our friends and family are up to, whenever we get notifications, and even when we're supposed to be doing work. But how does this affect our mental health? In a more positive or a more negative way? Technology is known to have more of a negative impact on our mental health, so the positives are constantly being ignored. Those with mental illnesses, such as depression, have a hard time expressing their emotions because they're scared of being scolded for being too fortunate to be depressed, since they are, specifically in Chatham, well off and they get almost everything that they want. But hearing this can actually worsen their mental health because they start to think that their feelings are invalid and that nobody cares about them. So they start to build up an emotional wall where they don't talk about what they're feeling and they don't talk about what's going through their head. That's why some turn to social media. For some, it allows them to feel more connected to the friends and family that they feel more comfortable talking about their struggles with. And for others, it provides a therapeutic community where they can express their creativity and their passions. The internet provides a bunch of organizations that can help struggling individuals to get help. So along with the 24/7 suicide hotline, there's also other organizations that provide additional support. And they also provide an optional SMS service where these individuals can get daily advice, information about their recovery, and motivational texts as well. But the internet doesn't just help these individuals. It can also help aid medical professionals. Platforms such as Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, medical professionals can go on these platforms and research different things about their clients' mental illnesses, as well as talking to other professionals. And they can use this data to help their clients cope with their problems. And some of these problems can include social anxiety like FOMO, or the fear of missing out, which is when someone gets anxiety because of an exciting or a social event that's happening somewhere else, which is often caused by using or viewing posts on social media. According to grad schools, 4 out of 10 students say that they experience FOMO either often or sometimes. And in a survey that I shared with a few Chatham students, 61.5% of people said that they always experience FOMO, while the other 38.5% said that they only sometimes experience it. This type of anxiety is detrimental and it's consistent to our mental health. But problems with the internet stretch farther than just feeling FOMO or experiencing it. What's the worst problem with the internet? Cyberbullying. One of the worst cases known to date is the Mallory Grossman tragedy. She was a 12-year-old 6th grader at a school in Rockaway, New Jersey, and she was being bullied online through Snapchat and Instagram by her own classmates. She was told that she's a loser, that she has no friends, and she was even told, "Why don't you go kill yourself?" Despite her parents trying to talk to the bully's parents and the school district, no course of action was taken, which is why she drove herself to committing suicide. Another example of cyberbullying is seen in the movie Cyberbully. There's a teenager, Taylor Hillridge, who's new to social media, and she falls victim of cyberbullying. And it gets so bad to the point where she's afraid to engage with her peers, including her best friend.
Want to have a good time? $5, all it takes.
You smell like a bit of a sewer. You ever take a shower?
How about $2? Or $1.50? How about I pay you to show me a good time?
Gross.
I act like I'm the most holy and pure thing at school, but I'm really the dirtiest little whore.
Right, so although that's a fictional situation, it's still extremely significant because it's so common in teenagers using social media. In a survey that I shared with a few Chatham students, 57.1% said that they had experienced cyberbullying. And this is a problem because barely anyone talks about this. And this can lead to bottling up their emotions, like depression. And eventually these emotions will explode, and it can lead to wanting to commit suicide and even actually going through with that. Now, social media isn't a bad thing. It's only bad when we abuse it. When those with social media don't have digital responsibility, which is essentially just being responsible with the internet. When you don't have digital responsibility, it ends up with situations like Mallory, Grossman, and Taylor Hillridge had experienced. So imagine this. Your friend is really bothering you because they won't shut up. And so in order for them to stay quiet, you can say, hey, shut up, nobody likes you. So now you have the option to say that or just stay quiet. The question is, how will you let social media affect your mental health? In a more positive or a more negative way?